I was having a conversation with a Luciferian witch from Israel yesterday on Facebook on this group. She posted, if dark came first, then dark is greater. So I said, well, I was thinking the exact same thing this morning. If God said, let there be light when it was first darkness, then maybe that was the creation of Lucifer. And that like stumped her. So that's I'm a Luciferian. So I said, well, I'm more of a Jesus freak. So I said, well, but Jesus is not God, because God's not dead yet. God can't die, she says. I agreed, God can't die. But Lucifer was, went on, best creation, first creation, yes. So I said, but which Lucifer are you talking about? Are you talking about the Roman Lucifer? Are you talking about the Lucifer, are you talking about Satan, the opposer? Which one are you talking about? It's like the Jesus, the plastic Jesus that the Pope, the Catholic Church created for somebody to come back, impose as Jesus. And even as Jesus said, people will say, I have been seen in the fields. Excuse me. She said, I'm leaving the group. But before I could even say, well, pagan witches, I attract them. Always have. And I practice my filth in Israel. So, okay, great. Now, this is the forbidden mysteries of Atlantis. But I suppose there's Luciferians everywhere, and that's why I posted that video of the Lucifer, because Lucifer is just an asteroid. It's all made up in our head. All these religions is made up, but it's also good because the religions follow the same philosophies. Even the Dalai Lama follows the same philosophy that Jesus said. You don't need a temple. Your body and your mind and your heart is your temple. To change the subject on this property, because of me, when I practice, I don't answer the phone unless the client is like, sometimes you can take exception to the rule. But when I'm busy with my hands, I don't deal with the phone. It's out of my hands. Because generally you can't do... No, I'm speaking now. Come here, Cynthia, come here. Say hello. Hello, Cynthia. Hello, Poopsie. Hello, Gigi. So, Cynthia, no barking. I'm speaking now. So, then we've got staff. My mother has staff because she needs a carer, and she comes once a week to clean the linen, the bed linen, and so on. And twice she's dropped the phone in the wash up basin. I've done it myself. When I first got a phone in the 90s, I was pulling off in the fast lane from a traffic light with a phone over here and a pen and A4 paper, writing a telephone number down. Well, in my first car, brand new car I ever bought, it was like a Chevy, like a General Motors type of, but it's from the East. The East copies everything, doesn't it? And that's like the devil copies everything. Can't create, can only recreate. So even then I knew cell phones is dangerous on the road if you're touching it while you're driving. Even if there's somebody else on the phone while you're driving, it's distracting. If you are operating heavy machinery, my stepfather, if he knows he's a rigger, you can't be up 10 stories and then answer a message or a phone call. hanging from a wire. I have one client. He comes, he's got a shoulder issue. He dislocated his collarbone. Because he was walking, he misstepped while he was looking at his phone. So my advice is to you, when you're doing something, don't be holding your phone. Put your phone down and then do that process. And that's the living in the present. That's a gift for you. And concentrate on the present. That's the new normal. We have to concentrate on each moment. That's why for me to stop smoking, each moment, each breath will be a consideration of what's better for me as being a happy non-smoker. But like the devil, we have to also learn much in the reinventing. Last night, of course, I decided, let me just put the radio on, let me get pissed off by 702. Well, no, I wasn't pissed off. But then I did send a message. I said, well, trust the media to tell the humans again and give us our daily flagellation. And they read it out, because they know me. And they were tempting me to phone in, and I missed the opportunity. Should I, shouldn't I? So I didn't, when I should have. I should have boosted my channel. Because this guy was carrying on about the virus and how it's basically happened because we haven't, somebody said it the other day, there were some places where there's no trees, where there's no nature. And that's where these things are created, where the earth has to clean itself. It's actually, the most amazing thing that I learned, I think last year or the year before, over the 702, this woman talking about the woman's female genitals, that it's self-cleaning, like the planet. It does self-clean, but you got to have these pockets of lungs in nature in between suburbia or urban areas. And blaming us. But South Africans only know what we know. When it comes to recycling is ridiculous here. We don't have our different bins. We only know that the green bin is for paper. We've got a black bin for everything. We're not allowed to put garden stuff in there. We have to take the garden stuff for free to the dump. And they use that for compost, and then they go and sell that. Or use it for the parks, I don't know. They sell it off, I'm sure. In Germany, already, in the early mid-2000s, you would have your plastic water bottle, and I should have brought mine. I've got this brilliant water bottle, and it has a story behind it. It's plastic, though. That's why I keep it. But it doesn't last long in the fridge. But that's another story, and that's why you have to get rid of it. In Germany, they know. No, come here. There's a dispensing machine where you put the plastic bottle into the dispensing machine, and you hear it go, and becomes a little plastic whatever chip, and you get money for it. So what we have these men that they live under the bridge, and they do it for a pittance. They get sort of trolley wheels, and they make this plyboard little skateboard, and get these half-ton, or they would be ton bags. You know, you get these bags that carry sand and sand mix, and they fill that with plastic and whatever stuff that people leave out. These people don't get, they are in the black market. They don't get any money from the government. They are just, they're like zombie people. They wear balaclavas all the time, even before. And I used to feel sorry for them. We have the Red Bull race with the skateboards going down, and we've got a lovely hill going down. Randburg's lots of hills. I was thinking we should have this nice skating event. Who wins? Because when they've emptied their stuff, then they go down the street with, like, they're on their surfboard with and one wheel's going, and they go at a hell of a speed. That's our recycling system. Yeah, they promised last year before the lockdown that they would be incorporated in this system. But you see, our governments just put out tenders for consultants to run the job, and the consultants put out the tenders to companies. So this company is called Pick It Up, and Pick It Up has got the monopoly, and they contract out to people who own a truck or two to pick up the waste. What South Africans don't understand, and that's what pissed me off with the radio station last night, is there's so many ideas, but the government is too busy going abroad to ask for money and not sending people to go and look at what the ideas are there, bring them back here to reinvent. It's not my job. It's my job to talk about. I'm a Gemini. Don't you love the belladonnas in the background? They were blooming, so I had to make a video with them in the scene. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and comment. And if you haven't, please subscribe if you have. That's very special. Thank you that you watched until the end. Remember to excel.